All right, what up, guys? Welcome back to another Play and Explain video here. I've got a special episode, I guess, for you today. We're going to try to do an urban world. I know the old urban world map got deleted, but there is like a new one by nickname Biddy is the creator. But it has 1 million plus locations and 4.2k likes, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And then after that, maybe we try a little bit of urban roulette made by my buddy Zigzag. And see how that goes, I guess. Could be difficult, but yeah, we'll try 20, I guess, on Urban World and 10 on Urban Roulette. Hopefully this will improve your urban guessing a little bit. Special request by somebody in chat dropped it, I think. So excited to give this a go. Hopefully it doesn't go, like, terribly, but we'll see how it goes overall. And yeah, let's hop into it here. All right, we're on an Urban World here by a nickname Biddy. Let's do it. And we start off in a trekker, which is just quite lovely, isn't it? All right. Architecture to me, with like this brick usage, feels most British. I think especially with this brick in the background, like this red brick. You see a ton of red brick buildings in Britain. And I think with this architecture style, it definitely feels most British than anything else. Could be British colonized countries like Australia came to mind. But I think I would be remiss to not go the UK here. And we just click London, I guess. The red brick is really pushing me towards the UK. Yeah, it was just London. Nice. Okay, good start. Good start. We're on a 1 streak. All right, this round, we have a double blue license plate. And was that a Ford van? Interesting. But architecture definitely feels quite French. We do have a blue house number here, which is quite common in France. And I guess this just looks like Paris, doesn't it? But yeah, double blue plate. Obviously, you can find Italy, Albania, France. This is Gen 4, so it rules out Albania. And then between France and Italy, I would say the architecture with like these white facades, the buildings definitely feel more French. So we'll be clicking Paris. And it was Paris. And we'll move on to a... Okay, I mean, should we even count this round? I mean, we have Portuguese here. Do Povo. I've not heard of Povo. I can't lie to you. I actually don't know if this is Brazil or Portugal. I've never heard of Povo. What is that? I've heard of Porto. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go Sao Paulo, I guess. And we will disregard this round. Okay, it was Porto Alegre. And... Alright, fair enough. I mean, we get the country. That's fine. Alright, unassumed roads, use at your own risk. Ooh. Okay, this looks most like Canada, I think, to me. Some of the signage here definitely feels like stuff that I don't recognize from the US. Like this no parking sign, I feel like is a little bit weird for the US. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the US somehow, but like I think Toronto or Vancouver probably makes the most sense to me. Wide roads, trees feel a bit more northern as well. Like, I feel like it's not super consistent with what I would see in the United States. We are using English, of course, so yeah, that rules out Quebec. Ooh, I just think the thing that's doing it for me is this no parking sign here. It's kind of weird for the US, so I think I'm going to go to Toronto. Yeah, it was Toronto. It was in Markham there. But yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that, and we'll move on to the next round. All right, this one pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We'll run through it, but we do have a Brazil poll here. And the new, like, South American license plate on the Chevrolet. And, yeah, yellow diamond sign here, which, like, you won't get any yellow diamond signs in Europe. Aside from in Ireland. Way more common in the Americas and other parts of the world, like Malaysia, Indonesia use it, Australia. So, like, Europe uses their own different kind of signage, but, like, a lot of different countries. But with the ladder pole here, should be. I guess it's an urban world, so I guess you should just go, like, is it Manaus? I'm just going Sao Paulo. Salvador. Fair enough. Cool round. All right. Little 5 streak there. We'll move on to the next round. All right. This one's a pretty simple one. We have all yellow plates. And yeah, with this brick kind of architecture, definitely feels more East Coast to me, in the United States. And yeah, obviously with the yellow plates, we know we're in New York somewhere, with all of the plates being yellow. Looks like Queens or something. Go Queens. Yeah, it was Queens. Nice. Definitely felt a bit more suburban, didn't feel like downtown Manhattan, so I think that makes a lot of sense. All right. We have Greek here, I think, on the signage. Just learning how to identify languages is very valuable, especially for just guessing overall. Yeah, I think we do have Greek here. We have like a delta here, stuff like that. And I think I'm just going Athens here with the Greek. We're playing in an urban world, and it's just Athens. Nice. And we hop into this round. All right, so we got Spanish here. I don't think it tells us the exact city. It doesn't say La Paz anywhere, but we do have a bunch of like red brick buildings on hillside here. And this is just very consistent with La Paz overall. Another thing about La Paz is they'll use like blue text on their license plates, and Bolivia is still only as Gen 3, no Gen 4 yet. So you'll get, sometimes you get unblurred plates where you can just see the blue text that says Bolivia on it. But yeah, in like Peru and stuff, like what differentiates this from Peru is in Peru, you would pretty much get a yellow plate on most of these like commercial vehicles like buses and stuff. And then on motorbikes and stuff, you would get blue plates. Like full blue colored plates. So like that's kind of the difference. Like Bolivia will always just use blue text on like all of their vehicles essentially. And with the hills here and with the buildings on the hills, I think La Paz makes the most sense, and it is just La Paz there. We hop into this round. Ooh, this is a bit tougher, isn't it? I want to say it's the Netherlands. I think, man, a lot of countries just use a lot of brick, don't they? But yeah, this, especially this style of brick, where it's like there's no trim to the houses whatsoever, like on this house, and just kind of is just, the whole entire house is built out of brick. And I think we have yellow plate there. So I think I'm going Netherlands. And we're going to just go like Rotterdam or something. And it was late in there. All right, move on to the next round. All right, this one, I think we should be able to get the state here. We do have a Oregon plate. So the Oregon plate is going to have that green tree in the middle of the plate. It's pretty distinct and pretty easy to spot if you see it on a plate. Another thing that tells me Pacific Northwest general area here is kind of these pine trees that you kind of see everywhere along Pacific Northwest, like as you get up to Northern California, Oregon, Washington, Montana, Idaho area. Definitely just has a lot of pine tree spam. And yeah, we'll just go Portland here downtown. Yeah, it was River Grove there. So nice 24-7-9-3. And yeah, we can hop into another game here in which we get a France, it looks like. These, like, so don't get baited by these ladder poles. You can see these occasionally, mostly in cities, I'd say. With like where the holes don't even get close to reaching the ground, but you do have holes running up and down the pole. Very common in France. And we can make out a little bit of a double blue here on the plate. So both of those things are kind of pointing me towards France. I don't know if this is Paris, but we'll try it. We're playing an urban world. And of course it is. All right. Ooh, this is a cool round. All right. This is almost certainly California, I think. We have a mixture of interesting palms here, and then interesting pine trees. So, like, California, of course, being a Mediterranean-like climate, is going to have, like, the ability to have a lot of palms and pines, and just any kind of plant growing. Another thing about California that can help you easily identify California, like we do have very wide roads, of course. But another thing is like they'll use like red painting on curbs, especially like I think this is most common in like the LA area, but everywhere in California you'll get red painting on curbs for like no parking or like where there's a storm drain usually. So like you're not supposed to park near the storm drain, or it's just supposed to alert you to the fact that there's a storm drain there. And yeah, I mean, where is this? Like, I would probably stray more LA, I think, with the combination of palms here. But yeah, it looks quite affluent. And I'm thinking like somewhere in Orange County, or like up here, or like up here in Lake Forest, Rancho Santa Margarita, something like that. Or it's La Jolla, which, yeah, La Jolla makes sense. Very affluent area of San Diego as well. All right, we hop into this round. Pretty self-explanatory here. We do have this box car in India, which actually a very good tip for the box car is you'll only get it in like, so Maharashtra has it. Madhya Pradesh like doesn't have it aside from mostly spill coverage that you can get from like other states. Like I've seen it like very close to the border here, like where the border gets wonky. You can see it, the boxcar coming in from Uttar Pradesh. But you'll mainly get it in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, like all of these states that kind of dot around Madhya Pradesh, but not Madhya Pradesh itself. I don't think you can get in West Bengal. But yeah, all of these other states, like, you know, you're in the upper half of the country if you have like a box car like this. I mean, another thing that points us towards the box car is the Hindi there, of course. And yeah, with this being urban worlds, I'm just slamming New Delhi. And it is New Delhi, of course. And we move into this round. All right, we are in a Target parking lot, but we do have a couple of important things to look at here. We do have a couple of palm trees, so it's a very tropical looking climate as well. No front on this Honda here. I guess some of them do have fronts, but I assume they're just traveling to like their summer home or something. But yeah, a lot of no fronts on the car, which usually places you in the southern US. So a lot of states in the southern US don't require front plates. Texas does. And like Oklahoma, Kansas doesn't. So like kind of like a belt like this. Virginia does, I think, require front plates. Michigan doesn't, Indiana doesn't sometimes, Ohio doesn't sometimes. I think that's, and Arizona, New Mexico. So I think that's pretty much the extent of it. If I'm missing something, let me know. Like Tennessee and Kentucky, I don't think require front plates. West Virginia doesn't, but I think Virginia does. So yeah, I would encourage you guys to look at a Plunkett guide for that. But yeah, I mean, the main thing that we should be looking at here is this plate. We do have an orange right in the middle of it, which is a Florida plate. And yeah, we'll just be clicking Orlando here. Ends up being Tampa, but fair enough nonetheless. All right. Bit of a tougher round here. We do have Spanish. We have Total Carpintero. And then we do have Vende here, which should indicate to us Spanish. But for a beginner, I think this is a bit of a tougher round. So we do notice, first off, that the sun is north. So we're in the southern hemisphere. So we're below the equator normally. That's the general rule of thumb that you should use when you're playing. And there's a lot of Spanish-speaking countries in South America. But the one that this looks most like is Uruguay. So the reason why I'm ruling out... So Brazil obviously speaks Portuguese. Peru and Bolivia is a bit more of a more high altitude climate. This definitely feels a bit more flat. Doesn't look like we're too high in the mountains here. So we're ruling that out. Same with Colombia and Ecuador. Honestly, they're up in the Andes as well. So that kind of leaves us with Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay. Chile will have long plates like this. But it's a bit more of a deserty like climate, and then especially in the Atacama Desert here, and then once you get here, it's a bit more green. But it really doesn't feel like either of those. But I'll explain why in a second. Argentina will have shorter plates in Gen 3, so it'll be a short, like a US style plate, and with a black dot in the middle. And this is a Uruguayan style plate if you're between the two. Because Uruguay is going to have basically a longer plate, no black dot. You see how this one's a little bit longer, like Italian front plate style, like size. So yeah, this should be Uruguay here. Like a lot of the roads in Uruguay just aren't going to have like road lines and stuff like that as well. A lot of places in Chile do. So yeah, that's another reason. Just Montevideo downtown there. We're on a little 15 streak here, so not bad. As we hop into this round, Alexandria and North Airport Services. Okay. What am I missing here? Alexandria. That's in Virginia. Can this be Virginia? Where's Alexandria again? Here. I mean... I think it really should be Virginia, you know? Airport exit. Okay, where's the Alexandria airport? Let's see if this lines up. Like, it's just here. Old Parkway North. I don't know. It certainly feels like the US. This is a bit of a tougher round. The fire hydrant definitely feels like most consistent with stuff that I've seen in the US. I can't really see the plates though, but we do have a yellow like line here, which does make a lot of sense, and we obviously have English. And it says, oh, it says Washington there. So yeah, we should be here somewhere. And yeah, we're just in the airport, of course. Makes a lot of sense. We'll move on to the next round. All right, a bit of a tougher round here in order to, like, I don't know. Will I get the state here? I doubt it. But we are driving right. We can see that car in front of us coming towards us. And I think with this, like, more brick architecture in the US, like one-story brick house like this, very, like, long open driveway. I like roads with no road lines, quite interesting, but it feels most like the South to me, I think. Maybe there is a front plate there, but I think these one-story houses definitely feel a bit more South to me. And the trees, like this pine, not similar to the ones that we've seen in the Pacific Northwest. So I think something like Atlanta might be my best shot. It was Dallas, actually. That makes sense, because we did have front plates, I think. Yeah, we do. But yeah, these one-story houses definitely feel a bit more South. Like, you'll see these style of houses. I don't know what the exact style is called, but like you'll get a lot of these like random brick houses like this, kind of throughout this whole southern belt here, the Bible Belt, I guess. Does Texas count in the Bible Belt? I don't think so, but you will get it there as well. Okay, this round here looks like France once again, doesn't it? Yellow backplate was the old French plate. I think they've been phased out of existence now, but that's probably the main thing that's telling me France. Also, France does use a lot of low signposts like this, where like in most other countries, you'll see the signpost being a bit higher with the speed limit and stuff like that, or like a yield sign or whatever. It'll be a bit higher on the signpost. This one, France likes to use a bunch of short signposts. So I think France makes the most sense with the yellow plate and the short signposts, so we'll be going Paris here. And yeah. A lot of Paris locations, which is no surprise. All right, yellow plates here, but in a different sense. We've got all yellow plates, and we have some Spanish here. La Maceria, Pasteles Edward. But yeah, a bunch of different Spanish here, and with the yellow plates, you can only slam one place with the Spanish plus yellow plates. We're going to be in Bogota. Well, I mean, in Colombia, sorry. Okay, this one, there's no way I'm getting this. Like, this is a trekker. Fantastic. Okay. Would be great if I could get this. But will I? Seems unlikely. Sun looks north, though. Ooh. I would love to get this. I would love to get this. Okay, I'm actually between two countries right now. I don't really think there's much to explain here because it is a trekker location, just like that Brazilian stadium, but I'm between Chile and South Africa, I think. Like, this fence here feels South Africa. I guess it could be Australia as well. That's also a possibility. These buildings here that I can barely make out feel vaguely Chilean or South African to me. I can't tell if this is like a wooden, like, barn looking thing. Ooh. I don't know, you know. I think I'm gonna try Chile. We'll go Santiago. Oh. You know what? That came to mind, honestly. Because, like, dude, I've seen so many of these billboard things in parks in Japan that I've been to. Like, oh, that's such a bad miss by me. Well, I've just gone Chile on Japan. I don't know. I thought this was like a wood house or something, but is it just like... We're just looking outside the park, aren't we? Yeah, we're at Komazawa Olympic Park in Tokyo. Okay, you know what? I thought about it, but I didn't want to send it. All right, well, there's the thumbnail, I guess. All right, this is just France. Yeah. There's just too much France. Next. Okay, bit of a tougher one here. Does feel most Peruvian though, I think. So we do have this brick architecture, which is quite commonly used in South America, as I mentioned. But we do have... Okay, we can see a yellow plate. Like, I don't know if that's the plate, actually. It's probably not, but it is blurred out. But I did mention that we do use yellow plates on buses in Peru. Another thing that tells me Peru is like kind of this lamppost that's painted at the bottom. Like, you will get this a lot in like a bunch of other Latin American countries. But I think with the way that the brick is kind of like all huddled together with these apartment buildings where there's a garage underneath and stuff like this, feels quite reminiscent of a lot of Peruvian cities that I've seen. Oh, also, we can see a little bit of the black car here, I think, with that little car glitch. So, yeah, I'll just be clicking Lima. Was just Lima. Nice. And fantastic. Okay, we'll do another seed after this because I've gone Santiago on Tokyo, and I'm about to go something on this. Like, do I just go France? Okay, it was Barcelona. Sure. All right, this is a bit of skewed location. We do have an American flag here. I'm not sure this map is the best for this, honestly. But yeah, architecture feels like northeastern US, I think. With like this wood paneling kind of stuff. And the trees feel a bit more coastal to me. So maybe Long Island comes to mind. Was New Rochelle. But regardless, it is New York. So we'll take it. Move on to this round, in which we have Pare. Which is like how a lot of these countries here use that for stop in South America. And we have a bunch of round poles, but the Brazilian like phone number format is going to be like a 2-digit area code plus 4 digits plus 4 digits. And this appears to be a Brazilian looking phone code here. We don't have any ladder poles. But yeah, this car here with the white car where you can see backlight like this. The antenna's not showing on this one. Might be a glitch. Might just be this car doesn't have the antenna, but this car is only found in Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and Mexico. Mexico would have Alto on the stop. And then not Colombia here because we have white backplates and, you know, probably a white front plate there as well. The reason this is in Ecuador is because of the phone number format and these round poles with like white paint at the bottom, which is quite common in Brazil. And also we do have like this kind of like intricate looking sidewalk here, which is stuff that you'll see in Portugal as well. So I think Brazil is probably the best choice. We'll go Belo. It's just Sao Paulo. Like, why am I not just clicking the biggest city? All right, we'll do one more seed here. And we have a Burlington coat factory, it looks like. Where are we? Okay, we have... It says Texas here on charcoal grill. I mean, is it really Texas? Like, it doesn't look like Texas to me. Hold up. I guess it could be. I think I'm going to trust the thing that says Texas here. But, like, I don't know where in Texas to go. I guess you just go, like, Dallas or Houston or something. Yeah, I guess you just go Dallas here. And you hope for the best. It was San Antonio. Fair enough. Next round. All right. This is a bit of a tougher round and a good one to explain, I think. So we do have very Southeast Asian looking buildings. I think, like in Malaysia especially, you'll see a lot of these cookie cutter neighborhoods where you'll get houses that are similar, just different shades. But you'll get like always a gate out in front. The car will be parked there. And then you'll just get these cookie cutter like kind of planned housing estates. Like if you zoom into Malaysia, let's see if I can find a decent example. Like stuff like this where it's just like kind of a very clearly planned neighborhood. Maybe not the best example there. If we go to Johor somewhere, I would assume. Yeah, like stuff like this where you get like grids like this. You can see the houses just kind of like all sitting next to each other. So there's a lot of uniformity. Is that a word? A lot of uniform stuff in Malaysia like this. And this definitely fits the mold. And yeah, it was actually just Johor. So yeah, once again, look at that uniformness to this neighborhood. Like, we just have rows of houses here, make nice little rectangles. Yeah, we'll move on to another round. All right, here's the boxcar that we talked about once again. And we have Hindi on the sign here. And with this, I will just be clicking New Delhi again. It was New Delhi. All right, this last round here looks to be like the United States of America, but I don't know where in the United States of America. So we have those wood-paneled houses that I've talked about. We also have like 2-story brick houses, which is quite interesting. I also don't recognize the plate. Thought was like, could be an Illinois plate with like blue tint to that plate. Does it look like Illinois? Ooh, it's urban rounds like this that I kind of struggle on. Like, it doesn't feel like East Coast to me, so I think I'm gonna try like something out in Chicago, like Naperville or something. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, it was Canada. Okay. That makes sense with the blue tint to the plate because the Toronto plates will have blue text on it. Yeah, maybe I think like the angle makes a bit more sense for stuff in Canada here because like you see how a lot of this is just east-west gridded. The angle was a bit abnormal for where in Chicago here. I guess this is a small part of Toronto here that kind of has this angle, but makes a lot of sense. All right, we'll keep going. And we have a little ladder pole here once again. No support on the pole though, so I am thinking more northeast, and we do have coast to our east here. Going like João Pessoa was just Fortaleza there. All right, fair enough. That's gonna be, hopefully it was informative for you guys. Hopefully it was okay. Let me know your guys' feedback in the comments. I don't know, like there's not really a good urban map that I can really use. So I kind of like freestyled it and I tried my best, but these things happen, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode regardless. And you guys learned a little thing or two. And if you have any comments, of course, drop it drop it down below and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, I did say I was going to play Urban Roulette more so for fun, but I'll try my best to explain my thought process. And my first thought process on this is I have no idea where we are. It's a trekker, I think. The blue house with like the white house with the blue trim on there feels like maybe Greek to me. Which is like, I don't know, stuff that I've seen in like a lot of Santorini houses will have like this white house with like blue trim and stuff. I think I'm gonna try Greece. It was Bulgaria, Plovdiv. I mean, dude, this map is kind of impossible. That's kind of why I didn't choose it. But yeah, fair enough. I mean, interesting house, but makes sense. Okay, this round, sun is south, it looks like. We got some urban sprawl here. We got these 1-story brick houses. Why do I want to go like Oklahoma City here or something? I don't know. It feels like Texas or Oklahoma City to me. So I think I'm going to try it. Okay, it was Amarillo, Texas, but yeah, I mean, we got the Texas-Oklahoma vibe, so we'll take it. This round, we have a green plate. A very green plate. That's kind of interesting. But we do have the steering wheel on... So the driver's side is on the left. Something Nigeria here, maybe? Ghana here also comes to mind. Maybe more Ghana, honestly. Definitely feels like Africa, I think, with this architecture. It seems very I don't know. I'm going to try Accra here. Okay, it was just Accra. Nice. It's a good guess. I'll take that. And this round kind of has that uniformness, like... Looks like Malaysia to me, I think. As for where in Malaysia, I have no idea. We have some pretty big apartment buildings there in the distance. Do I just click KL? I'm just going to try KL. I think it makes the most sense. Oh, yeah, it was Kuching, sure. Makes sense too. We do get the... Okay. Fantastic. What is this? Why Why is this in the map, even? I don't even know where to guess. I don't even know where to begin with this round. Like, what? The trekker's name is Web Cube. Bro. I don't know. Like, where do I go? UK? It's Russia. Fantastic. Alright, why is this in the map, Oscar? Let me know. Dude, even if I'm playing this no move. Bro, am I going Russia here? I'd find it a bit hard. To be fair. Okay. You know, we'll keep playing. I think it's a pretty enjoyable map. Bro, what is this, man? I can't even tell what's going on with the plate there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying watching me struggle with this. Dude, I have no idea. This brick wall feels so bizarre, and the curbs feel so bizarre. Am I going Russia again? Going Makchala. It's Madrid. Yeah, I can see it. That makes sense, to be fair. But man, just gone Russia on Madrid. Classic, classic, classic. Okay, this one feels like California to me. 1091 G Street. We have wood pulls, so we should be in the US. We do have English as well. Steering wheel is on the left on this car here. So we are right-hand drive. Yeah, I mean, I would be very surprised if this wasn't California or somehow like Oregon, Seattle or something. Like Portland or Seattle would probably be. But otherwise, man, am I just going San Jose? Or Sacramento, maybe? I know there's a good amount of Sacramento locations in this map. Is there a G Street? There is a G Street. Capitol View. Capitol View? I doubt that this apartment is labeled. But there is a G Street here. And the angle looks okay. 929 through 24. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think... Yeah, we'll try it. It was Sacramento. I'll take that. Not even on G Street. I guess it kind of is. Okay, to be fair, I would have had to zoom in all the way. Okay, I mean, I could have found that. I could have found that. But the fact that we got the city, I'm quite happy with. All right. This one looks like Australia. We have a bunch of brick buildings like this. I just don't know if it's like Tasmania or Victoria. For some reason, I got a Tasmania vibe. Just because some of these trees feel quite cold. Like the landscape feels quite cold as well. So I'm going to go Hobart. Sun is definitely to our north with this shadow here. Was Hobart. Okay, listen. Is this... I mean, okay, we already missed the first one, but we were kind of cooking. Okay, what am I looking at here? Dude, I don't even know where to begin with this round. Sun is like super weird too. Like it's like directly to our west. Ah. Bro, I am not having a brain blast with this one. I mean, we have like very long looking plates there. Which would like kind of be EU plates even. Huh. I don't know, man. Like, where do I even guess? I'm going Tunis. It was South Africa. That's definitely gettable, I think. Just didn't really come to mind. I don't know. You can see sometimes I have really good guesses, and then sometimes I have really bad guesses. Like, this is clearly India because we have, like, a very poor quality camera. But yeah, do I just go Mumbai here? It was Ahmedabad. All right. Not bad. We'll keep playing. I'm kind of enjoying it. 2022. So I don't think we can be in Kazakhstan. But we should be in Russia. It feels a bit more northern to me, though. Like, do you ever go... I don't know. Could be trolling here. I'm going to go, like, Surgut or something. Okay, it was Salicard, so, I mean, it was very northern. This one feels like Reunion, I think. We got big mountains here. Architecture feels like it. Yeah, it was Reunion. Very findable. Road going around the lake. French house number here. So I'm thinking France. We'll just click Paris. Ends up being Brittany there. Okay, this one, not an easy round. Don't love this. Ooh. Something about this makes me want to go like... Dude, is it just going to be France again? I'm a bit worried about that. But something about this makes me want to go like... Couture Bay. For some reason. I'm going to try it. Okay, you know what? We weren't that far off. It was Zadar. We'll take that. Move on. Ooh. What is this, man? Europe? Probably? It's not like Malaysia or something, right? So... I don't know. South Coast Spain. Let's go Valencia. Okay, it was San Marino. Okay, you know what? That actually came to mind. Okay. We need a nice 5 streak. I just want a 5 streak and then I can quit. All right, this looks like Turkey here with these buildings, I think. I think it should be at least. I'm going to try it. We'll go Batman. It was cars. Good. That's 1. All right. Can we get this one? This one looks like... Wait. Is it South Africa? Or is it, it looks like Australia, right? Where in Australia? I don't know. It's Geraldton. That's probably why I couldn't really place it. Okay. This round looks like South Africa to me. But is it going to be like that curveball Lesotho or like Eswatini or something? Or Botswana? Ah, man. Well, we can really only make the best guess that we, you know. It was the curveball Lesotho, man. Like, it felt like it. Why didn't I go there? Okay, I mean, this seed is like null and void, but... Ah, man, what is this? Bro, these rounds are like crazy. Okay, well, we got the country first. I mean, blue water tanks. Yeah, it looks like Brazil. Going Brazil. Okay, was Goiânia there? All right, we're on a 2 streak, so that carries over. And we've lost. What the heck is this? Bro, is it like Taiwan or something? The only thing that's tripping me out is we have English characters on here. I'm going Taiwan. No, it's Japan. Oh, dude. Downtown Okinawa, man. Bro, it makes so much sense. We had bars on the windows and stuff. All right. Well, the quest continues. Yeah, 2024 here. I think I'm just going Kazakhstan, right? And we go like Shymkent or something. It was Octal. Fair. Who cares? Ooh. This is funky. Foggy camera as well, 2020. Oh no. Feels like US. I'm going Portland. It was Denver. Hey. We take that. This is like a DNA company. No. Wait, it's just like a... Looks like a department store. Okay, the no parking sign looks Canadian to me. Sun is south. Alright. So I think I'm going either Vancouver or Toronto. Hopefully I don't go Vancouver on Toronto. I've done it. And we'll move on to the next round. Stairs to public parking level P1. Great. Sun is south. Spirit of York. Yep. I mean, it feels... Okay, I don't think this is the UK, right? What is that accent mark over the R? What's that about? I don't know. Looks like Boston. Ooh. You're killing me. Sorry. If you guys are still watching this, by the way, I don't know. Hopefully it's an entertaining video for you guys, at least. At the very least. Okay, that's one. Could be two, could be two. Could be two. Let me think about this. What is this? It's South America for sure. Sun is definitely north here. Taxi looks Colombian. Am I going Medellin? Okay, no worries, no worries. Hey, we're good. We're good. This has got to be Adelaide. This has got to be Adelaide. Gotta be. Easy. Okay. Mexico probably came to mind the most. Sun is south. So yes. CDMX, nice. All right. The dream is alive. We have some Chinese here. So yes, this one I will be going Taiwan. Penghu County, sure. This one is definitely Chile here. Okay, it really all comes down to this, doesn't it? It really all comes down to this, doesn't it? All right. Oh, no! Okay, sun is north. Oh, no, dude. I'm gonna go, like... Oh, I feel it in my bones. I'm gonna go South Africa here, and it's gonna be something else. But, dude, surely, right? Yes! And we get the city right as well. All right, little 5 streak there. I'll take it. Listen, that was a good seed. That was a good seed. That was the perfect seed for me to end off on. All right. Hopefully you guys learned something in that first part. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me failing in that second part. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course. And don't forget to drop a comment down below for any questions that you might have. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another GeoGuessr video. Peace.